Hi, I'm Kathy, growing over here in Glory's garden. Welcome. All right, guys, I'm back out in this garden again. And what I'm doing now, I'm back in the garden, in the actual garden on the front side of Glory's garden. If you have heard me say it, the front side of the garden is actually where the little white fence is. And for those of you who are new, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Where that white fence is, this is the front part of the garden. All the way over here. Then you have the quail coop. And then you have this side of the garden here. I don't know if y'all can see it due to the sun. The sun is out. But then you have this side of the garden. And the sun is still blocking. What I'm doing now that I'm back in the back of the garden again, but on the front side, I'm going to be dropping some bulb flowers around here, pulling a few of these weeds, and dropping some flowers in this area too. I'm trying to get y'all in a position where y'all can see me and see what I'm doing. Yeah, I think you can kind of see. There's plenty of little weeds down here. I'm through in the front. I dropped bulbs everywhere in the front. So hopefully we'll have a beautiful flower bed when spring comes. And this in the backyard here, this is the bird bath that I'm planting these around. I'm gonna pull up some of these weeds. Trying to grab things by the root. They just grow right back, but it's kind of hard to get these dolly weeds by the root. I got that one. I will pull them again. I just know weeds and wild grass would take over. I did not drop, which ones I didn't drop. I saved some. Let me see which ones I didn't drop around the front. Oh, I saved some of the little blue alums. I saved some of these to go in the back. And some it's only 3, so I'll just plant 1, 2, 3, like in a triangle, so we could kind of have them popping up everywhere. Hopefully y'all can see me pretty good. Oh, it rolled, and some of these were already starting to, the root was already sticking out of some of them, because like I said, I did have them a while inside the house, and I had got these on sale at Home Depot. Been about a month. And it does say they're winter hardy, so I'm hoping that means they won't die or freeze to death. Last year here in Georgia, Zone 9B, we got snow. Well, to me, we got ice. That's what it was. We got other places had that fluffy stuff. We didn't have it. We just had ice that stuck to the ground. I stayed around for a few days, which was different for us, because we hadn't had snow here before that. In 1989, I believe, is the last time we had actual snow that stayed on the ground. The one year that it did snow, it snowed in all the counties except for the county that I live in. It snowed in all the counties. A lot of people that were here, they took their kids to the areas where it was snow so they could get a chance to play in the snow, and some of the children seeing snow for the first time. Now, my kids have seen snow because my husband is from up north. And so we are up north at times, and we have snow. They have snow. But I try not to go visit when it's time for snow, honey, because when I get ready to go home, I'll be ready to go. I don't like, oh, they got to clear the road. I'm ready to go to my house. So I've learned to travel that way during spring, which sometimes it still can snow, which it did one time. As soon as we left and got home, they called us and said they had a snow blizzard. They had a blizzard. So we had just missed it. Praise the Lord. So, okay, that's the root part. Kind of hard to tell the little root. Some of the little root is already growing when it was in the bag. It's a lot of wood chips down here. This is the one place in the actual garden where it still is wood chips. I can smell the quail coop. It smells so good. We put that clean in there. As y'all could see this, oh, I thought that was one of the old bulbs that didn't never germinate. After we cleaned the coop and I did all the cleaning up the poop and stuff, made the sand fresh again, I put down what you call coop freshener to make it smell great in there. And when the wind blows, that is what you smell, which is what I want. I think that need to be a little deeper. For all that rain that we got, this ground is not soaked. It's a little moist, but honey, it is not soaked. I think I got to go back around the front and wet. I think I should supposed to still wet these in. And I think I know I need to go around the front and do it there. We do have a water hose on front and a hose back here too as well. So I'll pull it and just wet these in. I'm trying to make sure they're standing up with the point on top where the flower will come from. I want to make sure I don't bump into that bird bath. That one beat me to it. It's full of water. I don't want to hit it because if I hit it, then it's going to be wetting my back up. I think this might be the last one I put around. I don't know. I want to make sure they all standing straight up like they supposed to. You kind of plant these just how you plant garlic. If you ever planted garlic, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, when you're planting garlic, you leave the little paper on it, which I didn't do. You leave the little paper on it and you plant it with the top sticking up and the root part to the ground. And you do these the same way. Yeah, I didn't even think about when I was doing the garlic. I was peeling it and I peeled most of the little paper, skin, whatever you call it. Hull, shell, whatever. I peeled most of that off. But I still see that my garlic is growing though. So I'm glad about that. Sometimes God blesses us even in our mistakes. And that was a mistake on my part. Okay. So I still have some of the tulips left. And one thing I want to do, I do want to paint the quail coop. I just haven't decided what color I'll paint it. It'll probably be green or either some kind of barn red or something like that, because my roof on my house is red. I have red brick. I also have green in the brick and also black in the brick. But I probably won't paint that black. I'm not sure. But what I want to do once I get it painted, and if I ever get up to do that, I do want to put flowers all around on the sides of it, so it don't just be this fixture in the yard, but some bring some beauty to it. And if I don't plant anything around it, I definitely will get some flower pots and set around it. So to, you know, to make it look nice in that area. Well, guys, that's it. That's what I've been doing today over here in Glory's garden, is planting these bulbs down. And I think I need to come back later and probably mulch. So I'm going to not mulch, I'm sorry, harvest. I need to come back and harvest some things that I see need to be harvested, and probably pick these umbrellas up and put them away because we no longer need the umbrellas in the garden. You know, I use those during the summertime. If you can see the umbrella right here, the yellow one, I have those throughout the garden. I use those during the summertime to try to protect the plants from the sun just being extremely hot. It works some. I do have another flower bed here, but I am not going to put flowers around it because I have a running plant that will come back during the springtime. Well, it's not dead now, and it runs up the other. I have a bird feeder right there. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And I got these were plants that I got from Home Depot. They was on sale for 99 cents. Y'all, I'm getting cold. To keep my ears covered too. But this is the bird feeder, and I have another flower bed right here. And that flower that's in there that's not weave right there. That right there is from the some corn from where I put bird seeds out that had corn in it, and it just happened to fall on each side of the flower bed, and I just let it stay. But that in the middle is a flower. I don't forgot the name of it. It may die out, but it comes back and it runs. So it's been binding up the posts of the bird feeder. And so I have more umbrellas. If y'all can see those umbrellas that I have down there. I'm gonna let y'all get a look at the garden during the daytime. For some of you who are new, I do know I have some new subscribers that have subscribed since VLOGMAS, but let you all get a view of the garden during the daylight hours. That's one of those plastic tents that I have, and I do need to water those. Water that particular plant. The onions in there are doing amazingly well. I probably could stand to cut them. That's another broccoli. It's been getting chewed on, even though it's inside. It's been getting chewed on, but I'm gonna let it stay. Because you know, you can't fight everything. And here's this flower. It's still looking amazing. I had to take it out of the pot that it was in. I had it in with one of my fruit trees, but it was getting so big, I felt like the fruit tree wouldn't get any nourishments because of this flower. But it is really growing. And it's still alive for it to be cold. So, and there's a Georgia collet right there. Oh, look at that. I know we probably don't want things to flower, because when things are flower, that means it's going to seed. But that's a pretty flower to me. And that is on, what is that? That's some kind of sage. That might be the pineapple sage. I'm not sure. And these flowers are still beautiful in this garden. As I go through them and just pull the umbrellas up. Whew, sorry. That is flipping on its own. It's a cabbage in there. I'm going to go in there and I'm definitely going to cut those onions because it's overtaking the cabbage. These are the habaneros. They're not producing anything else, but they just haven't died out either. That's a kohlrabi. And these are cabbage, Bravo cabbage on the raspberry tower. But I just wanted y'all to get a look at the garden during the day. Y'all, I have some leeks over here. And I'm not sure when I should harvest. I think I should have done harvesting them already. They didn't get real big. You know, I know you want the white of the leeks to be big. But they're still in here. They're still growing. So I think I might pull one up and see what is what, because I wanted to try leek and potato soup. And here's that peppercorn green salt tower. On this far end of the garden. And I have one all the way down on the other end of the garden. But I'm going to pull up all these umbrellas that's out here. And could put them away because it's such a windy day today. But these were some cute little umbrellas. If you know, have a small garden like I do, and you don't want to, which I do have shade cloth, but you can use these umbrellas to kind of shade some of your potted plants because I'm a pure container gardener. I do have 2 raised beds, and I did use shade cloth on those. But for the most part, I use these umbrellas to protect from the sun. And they worked pretty good. Things got a lot better when I was able to shield them from direct sun all day long, because it gets hot in this, the sun gets hot in the back of this garden. I don't think we'll be needing these. I think it's safe to say winter and fall is definitely here, and winter is coming. So I'm gonna pull these umbrellas up, and then I probably will water. May come back out here to harvest. It's already 3:38. It'll be dark here soon. The temperature is changing. I could tell the difference in the wind. The wind is a lot cooler now than it was when I first came out. And the best thing about these towers, you can just turn them to get to what you need to get to. The onions are doing so amazing. And I guess y'all probably say, why she keep talking about those onions? Because, honey, last year, I probably got 6 onions out of about out of 100. I probably got 6 onions that actually came through. But y'all know what? Those were some of the best onions. Oh, my God, those onions were so good. I took them and I put them in my freezer. And when I'm doing my soups or something like that, I pull them out. They were small. They didn't get very big. They were small, but they were some of the best onions. Okay, guys, I have these umbrellas up. These towers are really looking good. The sun is directly in my eye. These towers are really looking good out here. And yeah, the temperature is changing. My nose is starting to drip. I finally got that cough down where I'm not coughing half of the night. Don't have to get up in the middle of the night and take another dose of medicine. So I'm happy for that. So I definitely will go in before it gets dark. Now tomorrow, you know, I see y'all out here in this garden in the dark. It's going to be dark 30 because I do go back to work tomorrow. I would have been out here yesterday, but y'all know I told you all I had a, this is the same day that I recorded earlier. From when I was doing the season, the Ziploc bag. So like I told y'all yesterday, I would have been out here, but I had that appointment and we were gone. You know, from the time that I got up at 5:30, we was busy doing things in the house, getting ready to leave. We went over on the island that I grew up on to pick up our Christmas turkey. You know, they still send a turkey here every year. They send you the card. They send us a turkey here every year in honor of my dad. And so we, you know, it's only right that we go pick it up, even if we donate it to somebody, which we rarely do. We always end up using it. And this year we want to try smoking our turkey on a smoker. We want to try smoking one. We had one for Thanksgiving and we had one for Christmas, but we want to try smoking it. You know, even if we don't smoke the whole turkey, you know, you could thaw it, cut it in half, and try smoking just half of the turkey, because we're not experts at smoking. Now, my husband, he's expert at grilling. But this is our first time where we actually have a smoker and everything like that. So we want to be trying that out. I'm not a big turkey eater person, but I do like the way my husband cooks it. That's for certain. I like the way he cooks it. Okay, guys, I'm going to stop. I'm rambling on because I can do that, ramble. And I'll probably get out here, maybe water some things, even if I don't harvest some things. I think I will definitely water some things, like all those things with the tent. And water those bulbs that I just dropped, because that ground, even though it rained, the ground is moist, but it is not wet. The dirt was sandy. So even though it was kind of damp, it was sandy. And then I think I need to harvest some of these, Lord, if I was trying to hibiscus, harvest some of those hibiscus things off the hibiscus plant. And after I do that, I'll probably go ahead and let them go and put something else in these buckets until spring, you know, probably about almost time to be dropping some more hibiscus seeds, tell you the truth. And when I do, I'm going to put it in the, somebody was saying put it in the ground. I don't plant in the ground. Only thing I plant in the ground is those flowers. So I'll probably put it in one of the big 21-gallon buckets like I have my fruit trees in it. This little barrel that is in, I think this is just like maybe 5 gallons at the most. So I will be putting it in a 21-gallon bucket, because those I grew from seed. Let me show you just in case you're new here. That's it right there. On up, and it just got real tall. It didn't get bushy, but I think if I had given it room, it probably would have bushed out a little bit more. But either way, I have some hibiscus on it that I can harvest. I have some hibiscus on it that I can harvest. I had y'all looking directly at the papaya tree, and I haven't gotten any papayas, but that tree was very, very small when I got it, and I was very, very big to me. You know, I was worried about how tall it gets, but then I read and researched that, you know, if I put it in the ground, it will get super tall. But as long as it's in that bucket, that might be as big as it get. So I'm hoping that I could grow papaya in this zone where I'm at in Georgia, zone 9B. I could grow the plant, but that don't mean the plant of fruit just because I can grow it. So I'm hoping we will get papayas, because the guava did wonderful. We did get guavas this year. We had seeded black grapes this year. We had blackberries this year. So I'm hoping next year that the mulberry, which mulberries did come on the tree. So I know those will grow in this climate, in my area, and in my backyard, in my garden. And I also have the cherry tree, which is just right here behind me. And so we're hoping that we get some Barbados cherries. I really was trying to find another variety of cherry, because I always try to find a companion for the plant, because I think it does better, even though it said it's self-fertilizing or self-pollinating, or whatever the word, I think pollinating. Even though a lot of the things say that, I still get 2 of, like the peach tree. They was like, you don't have to have 2 peach trees, but I got 2 different varieties, and both trees produce fruit. And that was the first time that I grew fruit, peaches in this garden. And with the lemon and the grapefruit, we have the orange trees in this yard. So it was some citrus already here to help them. So I just believe if you have a partner for your plant, it'll grow. Now, that's just me. I ain't saying you got to go out and buy 2 of everything, because I didn't say that, because I'm a new gardener. This is only March coming up will be 2 years that I've been growing over here in Glory's garden. So I definitely don't know. I don't know half of nothing. I just know a little bit of something. You know, that's it. So, but I don't mind experimenting and trying things. All right, y'all, I'm through rambling. I'll see y'all in this garden tomorrow. All right, guys, that's it. That's the end of the workday over here in Glory's garden. I'll see you guys in this garden tomorrow. Bye now.